3:25 p.m., excuse me. And we will have a new grid award ready for everyone in the registration tent at 3 p.m. So please come by registration at 3 p.m. for the new grid order for the afternoon sessions. Thank you.
Hey guys, sorry about that. We're having a little technical issues. That should be up and clean one more time. Group 3, Session 3 is coming to an end. It looks like we're about to go to Group 2, Session 2. Just so you guys know, if you have any feed drops or if there are any issues, you can also go to racehero.io to see live timing. That way you don't just have to rely on us, but you can also see timing of all your favorite competitors. The fastest time of that session was Jason Denton, Scott Dolahide at a 2:21.951. They got up into the 21s. They were in the 22s for a while. Got Kyle Paddleford there on jack stands in his beautiful R34 Skyline. They had a little incident on track earlier today with another competitor, but they got it back out there and they've been running some good laps. Hopefully no serious issues, just checking the car out. Looks like we got all the guys from Group 3, Session 3 coming in. Group 2, Session 3 is about to go out. Here we go, guys. They're releasing Group 2, Session 3. Group 2, Session 3 going out. Ulrich Zerko right there in the Mazda Miata. He's the one that had that little incident with Kyle Paddleford. It looks like they got his car fixed and he's out there trying to set some fast laps. Once again, guys, don't forget we are on racehero.io or the Race Hero app on your mobile device. If you want to see live scoring and timing of every car on track, do not hesitate to pull that up. If you're watching on Facebook, you can also pull us up on superlapbattleusa.com/live. Underneath the live stream will be the actual Race Hero app built in right there underneath. So wherever you have the ability to watch, if you're on your mobile device, you can go between the two. If you're on the internet itself, don't hesitate to go to superlapbattle.com/live. There we have Brian Tyson in his backup car. He was supposed to bring his Ford Focus ST. That car is a lot cooler than it sounds. I know a lot of people are like, why would you bring an ST over a ZL1? But the development and time that have gone into that car is amazing. But they've been having some electrical issues. So he brought his backup car. That's his Camaro ZL1. And he's running some respectable lap times. 2:31 out there, I believe, in just one lap before he hit a curb and had to come, not a curb, he hit a rumble strip, had to come back in, fix the inner wheel liner. Here we have this black Honda S2000, number 857. See what Brian Tyson can run in his Camaro Z01. I know you guys saw that white Subaru right there pushing it through the corners. It's pretty wild when you can actually tell on camera someone's pushing the car to its utter limits. He's taking every bit of track he can through these S's. It looks like the first turn was good. He got a little push in that second corner, but he had a good exit through corner 3. Let's see how he turns that into this final corner right here. Looks like he's found his comfort zone. He has no problem with the car getting a little sideways. Not unheard of with the fact that these cars are on a very cold track with tires that are not going to be up to optimum temperature. Woo! He is milking it right there, boys and girls. He's pushing as hard as he can. Right here, he's got a nice, good apex on that left turn. I believe he's setting up for that triple apex right here. Oh, nope, he's past that point. This is Ryan Shimsk. He's been pushing his car hard all weekend, but I haven't seen him push a lap like this yet. So let's see what he does crossing the line. He's going to have a couple corners left before he hits turn 1. He's going to go through 19 and then hit 20. As soon as he hits 20, we'll get back to him, see what his lap time looks like. Jesse Selinsky right there, number 857 Honda S2000. Oh, it does look like he came in. He didn't finish that hot lap, so he may have felt that he lost too much time. Right there we have Drew Turner in the Death Motion Vintage Tokyo Yagi Honda S2000. Got a very, very good livery on that car, white with some nice side images. That's it. Ulrich Zerka with a 233, but Johnny Hernandez with a 224.070. That's Johnny Hernandez right there. He had his car towed out here from Southern California. Looks like Ulrich's getting out of the way for him. Brian Tyson with a 229. He's picked up 2 full seconds, guys. Brian and Johnny are in the same class. Johnny Hernandez is pushing his car to the limits. A 224 is fastest of the session right now. There we go, guys. Jesse Selinsky with a 232.433, followed by Alex Lee with a 231.233. Those guys are in the same class. Alex Lee got him by a solid second right there, 1.2 to be exact. These guys are really pushing it. They've had 2 complete sessions before this session. They've had plenty of time to get comfortable in their cars, get comfortable on that track. This session 3 seems to be the session where everybody's pushing the hardest. Jesse seems to be pushing it still. I know he was out there in the pits talking earlier. He wanted to make sure that he had as much info on the track as possible. Let's see what kind of lap time he can lay down on his second lap. Oh yeah, he is flying. You can see the front end lift. Even with that splitter there, he's got enough power to pull that through. Right there behind Jesse Selinsky is Alex Lee in his Subaru WRX. That was the old Crawford Performance Subaru WRX. That's another car we were so happy to see back out. Here's Jesse coming around the backside of the track. This right here is all about hitting your marks. The beginning section of the whole track is all flow. You want to make sure you're smooth, but here it's all about precision. You want to hit your marks. You want to make sure your braking zones are on point. Your turn-ins are perfect. Right here, little off the apex, but still a clean turn. This right here is going to set him up to that triple apex right-hander. Old Crawford Performance car. These guys are pushing this car to the limit. We are, once again, super happy to have this car out. Looks like Ulrich could only get a couple laps, and he did lay down a 2:33 before he came back into the garage. Just so you guys know, Jesse ran a 1 second off his fastest lap of this session. He ran a 2:34, so he lost a little bit of time there. Looks like he's going to try and push for another one. He used a lot less curb in turn one this time. That may have been where his time was lost and so the car was able to go through the flow. Like I said earlier, this whole beginning part of the track is a flow part. You want to make sure you're clean off of one and clean through two. You want to go through the S's as smooth as possible to get your exit out. Then once you get past all that, you start into the precision driving. Sally McNulty with a 2:37. That is her fastest time of this session. I'm not sure if that was a visual thing, but Sally McNulty's hood may have been open. If your pit saw that, you may want to wave her in, talk to her. Ooh, there's Mike Kang in that BMW. Mike Kang usually campaigns a FRS or BRZ. He's been running in the enthusiast circuit for quite some time, but he did come out here to COTA in a BMW to run street class, so it's really badass to see him come out with something new. It does look like the fastest car of this session is Johnny Hernandez. He has proven himself in the last year to be one hell of a competitor. This is his first time at COTA. He came out here from California. He ran a 2:24.070 in this session. Closest to him would be Curtis Gladden and Christopher Banton with a 2:31.564. This is Alex Lee you see on track right here. Had a very nice line through that corner. It's big in that corner because that corner is pure precision. Then you have to hit this triple apex right-hander. Crazy in an F1 car, by the time they exit that, they're doing 180. So it's a triple apex 180 that gives you a lot of room for improvement. I don't know if you caught that quick glance of that, but it does look like Cole Powelson is going to go back out. He's laid the fastest time of the day. He just did one lap. He did a 2:13. So if I'm not mistaken, he's trying to go out and really set in stone that he's going to win this event. There it is, guys. This is going to be the people going out for Group 1, Session 3. Once again, Group 1, Session 3. This is going to be the final time attack session for about an hour. Let me get you the schedule here. So this is going to be Group 1, Session 3. We go back to time attack at 3:50, guys. This is going to be at 3:50. Stay around, though. I'm going to try and put some people out here. We may be back up, try to get some interviews with these drivers, so stick around. We'll see if we can get some people to talk to, and then we'll be back with full time attack sessions at 3:50 p.m. Texas time. Got Jesse Selinsky. Let's see if he's picked up any time since the last time we had him up. His fastest time is a 2:32.433. This is Drew Turner right here in the number 90 Honda S2000, the Def Motion Binge Tokyo Gyagi Racing. A lot of people have been coming around taking photos of this car. It's a really good homage to old school tuning. Nothing too serious, nice livery, good wheels, silver wheels with that. That's something you don't see very often anymore, but silver used to always mean motorsport wheels. Now you see the greens, the blues, the reds, the chromes, and don't get me wrong, I love those too. But someone who comes back to the homage of what Time Attack was 10, 15 years ago with how their car looks, that's incredible. Here we go, guys. Here it is. Group 1, Session 3 being sent out. Group 1, Session 3 being sent out right now. It looks like Cole is leading this pack. He has done a 2:13, so hopefully we can get a nice flyer out of Cole. He can keep that bad boy together. Even when the car's warming up, it looks fast. We give those guys something. They know how to build a car that looks fast when it's standing still. This car is the epitome of U.S. multi-purpose. These guys run Pikes Peak with this car. They've been to World Time Attack in this car. They've run Speed Ring in this car. They have set records in this car, and they plan on not only winning this event, but setting a time that's going to make other teams want to come and beat it. I'm sure as a lot of you can tell, this car does look pretty extreme. It still holds the same body shape as an R35. You can tell what it is no matter what angle it's at, but that triple element wing is extreme. That tunnel in the back will tell you that they've cut this car up extremely. It's got dual radiators in the rear. You can't see that, but I know they're there because I've seen that car in person more times than I can tell you. But everything about that car is pure function. If you want to know more about it, I definitely recommend looking up Life Motorsports. That's L-Y-F-E Motorsports. Cole and Kyle over there, they've put in some serious time and effort on that car, and it deserves every bit of respect it gets. Cole is what we would call the closest thing to a professional driver who is self-taught and self-learned, and his ability to pick up a track, his ability to go somewhere he has never been, do a couple laps, and then lay down a flyer, he has a natural talent that some people would die for. But I think the most important part about a lot of these drivers is no matter how much talent he has, he's always willing to talk to somebody. He doesn't think he's better than anybody else. He is not a diva. That is the biggest thing that we love about our Time Attack competitors here in North America and all around the world. Time Attack is a grassroots motorsport. People here all came from the same place, a love of cars. They all came from wanting to be around cars, wanting to drive cars, wanting to do cars. So these guys, they don't forget where they came from when they go fast. And it looks like here comes Cole from Life, really laying it down. We're going to see how we're going to follow him around this lap. We're going to see what kind of lap time he lays down, but more than that, how the car looks, how the attitude of the car looks. The body motion of the vehicle is gorgeous right now. He barely clipped the inside curb on turn 1. He's smooth through turn 2. The amount of aero that he has on this vehicle really keeps him planted. I'm sure he can keep his foot to the ground through these S's. Hold a nice amount of inside right there. Yeah, through that left-hander, he was moving. Let's see if he does what everyone else does. Yep, you hug the inside curb here. That's probably the one part of the track where everyone's staying on the inside of the curbing. They're still keeping their left wheels on the track, but they're hugging it as much as they can. He is flying right now. There's no doubt in my mind Coles wants to set a 2:12 in this car. He has set a 2:13 fastest time of the day, but I have zero doubt in my mind he says that's not good enough. Cole wants to make sure that if he sets a record here, if he sets a lap time, that people are going to have to come here and chase it. He doesn't want to set something on a dinner plate for somebody to come and take easily. And for a lot of you guys, if you think he's cranked up to max boost, I'll tell you a little bit of secret about this car. They are not on a refreshed engine right now. They're using the same motor they ran at Pikes Peak last year, and that motor took a little bit of damage. So they're not able to crank it up to 10. They probably have it at 8 or 9, given their 9 is most people's 12. But this car has a lot of potential left in it, and that's why we're so happy to see it back out here. He's going to want to set a time where whatever he sets, he's going to come back next year and crush it. There he goes, right through the S's. We're going to go ahead and figure out where he is right now. He's going to make it through the triple apex right-hander. He's going to do one left on 19, then he's going to take the left on 20, and we're going to know what kind of lap time he lays down. Here he comes. Straight out of turn 20. Let's see what kind of time he laid down. He did a 2:13 earlier. 2:11.007, guys. 2:11.007. He took 2.5 seconds out of his fastest lap. Cole's out here letting people know that, hey, North American Time Attack is real. Ryan Passy to compete. He wants people to come to our tracks and say, hey, we're here to prove we're the best, because right now, Cole is the best. There's JC Monet. Oh, a 2:23.008. That would make him the second fastest in this session. He's right ahead of Ryan Passy. Cody Miles limited at 2:36. Jensen Little pulled 2 seconds out of his fastest, a 2:16 in that little NC Miata. He is the little Miata that could. He is outgunned by a few of these guys, but he's proven home track advantage and driver ability to take you a lot further than a budget. Looks like Cole might be coming around for another flyer, but my guess is he's going to go into the pits. He's going to refuel, talk to his guys, and probably wait for the next session. He just did a 2:11.007, so it's pretty hard to tell you that that right there is not an incredible lap time. There we go. This Porsche really is pushing it right now. Every session he's come out, he's picked up a little more time and a little more time. That is Tony D with a 2:36.733. That is the fastest time he has ran. Got cars passing start finish. That's Ryan Passy with a 2:27. It's 2 seconds off his fastest time. Cole did come in, my friends. Cole did come in. He ran a 2:11.007. With him pulling 2 seconds off like that, I wouldn't be surprised in the final session today to pull some more time and maybe get into the professional race team times in here. The biggest difference you're going to see with these cars, and it's an issue that Cole ran into when he was at Auto Club Speedway racing against Nob Taniguchi in the HKS car, is they have a lot of downforce. That car is meant to stick to the floor, but you have two complete long straightaways that the car's just trying to push through air with. So they might have to take a little downforce out. They may have to add a little bit more in other areas. So we'll see what's going on. See if Ryan Passy can lay a faster lap. He was at a 2:25 in his fastest. His last lap was a 2:27, 2:54. Tony D is laid down at 2:36 as his fastest. There we go, guys. Ryan Passy just crossed start finish at a 2:24.302. That is his fastest time of this session. He pulled about an entire second off of that. I would believe that's his fastest time of the day also. Gives him some good data to run off of. We got both Cole Powelson, JC Monet, and Earl Zimmerman in the pits right now. Earl has not set a fast time. It looks like he has a 6:27, so he did a warm-up lap, and then he didn't trip the timing loop there in the pit when he came in until a little bit later. That Porsche right there is Billy Brooks, number 82. His fastest time in this session is a 2:33.921. That is a street class car. This is Cody Miles coming around, trying to start another hot lap, it looks like. Nope, he finished one, 2:24.093. He actually had just surpassed Ryan Passy. He was a good 2-3 seconds off of their time, but he just came back with that lap right there and surpassed them both. The only person he is behind right now is JC Monet with a 2:23.008. This session is going to go checker on this lap, so anyone on a flyer is going to be able to finish their laps. So let's see if Ryan Passy has the ability to just pull a little bit more time out of it to get ahead of JC Monet. Looking really good around that corner. He's always so smooth with that car. Never too many corrections need to be made. The ass is never stepping out. It looks like Kyle Paddleford's car is still being worked on. I hope they don't have too many big issues. Billy Brooks out here. It looks like he may be on a cooler. And it does look like people are ending their laps. Ryan Passy has come in, so he felt he didn't have any more time in it. He did pull a good 2 seconds out, but Cody Miles pulled a little bit more. Mike McGinnis with a 2:23.766. He's in the 2:23 club with both Ryan Passy and Cody Miles. Those guys are all within a second of each other. It's good to see that battle.
Kenta, try popping your battery off your walkie-talkie and pop it back on.
Number 510, Tony D, looks like he's coming in. He did read that checker. So this is going to be the end of Group 1, Session 3. Looks like we're not going to get any more fast laps out of this one.
There's nothing on the grid.
Attention paddock. Superlap drivers, please come by registration at 3 p.m. for the new grid order for the remaining sessions. And this afternoon, we are regridding this afternoon, so please come by registration for the new grid order for the afternoon sessions. We'll have it ready at 3 p.m. Thank you.
All right, guys. We are complete with Group 1, Session 3. We will be back with Time Attack in about an hour. Don't forget to stay tuned in. We may get you some interviews in the pits in 20 or 30 minutes, so we're going to cut out. Thank you so much for watching. This is Super Lap Battle USA at Circuit of the Americas. We'll see you guys soon.